And welcome back to the Kiosk Presents. Our guest today is Micah Muzio, managing editor in video for kellybluebook.com, and he's coming to us live from the North American International Auto Show from Detroit. Micah, welcome, and thanks for joining us again here on the Kiosk Presents.
Absolutely, yeah, always a pleasure.
Thank you. So I know there's a lot of buzz, a lot of attention to the auto show, and a lot of cool things going on this year. So please tell me, which vehicle are you most excited about this year?
Well, obviously Detroit is the biggest auto show in North America here, and so there's a ton of stuff to be excited about, but I am literally standing within inches of a Lexus RCF, so maybe I'll talk about that a little bit, which is a super exciting car. It starts with an exciting design, the kind of thing that when you look at it, you just kind of want to get in and drive. It's a new coupe from Lexus, cool carbon fiber roof, and very emotional, sort of swoopy styling, but it's backed up with real performance too, in the form of a 450 horsepower V8, rear-wheel drive, an 8-speed direct shift transmission. So it's the kind of car that's cool to look at, and it should be a really cool car to drive. But of course, it's an auto show, so what's an auto show without concept cars? The Acura TLX, geez, I'm calling the wrong thing there. TLX is their mid-size competitor, and they unveiled it yesterday. This is another good example of the importance of design. Acura is trying to infuse more emotion into their designs, and this is going to be a cool-looking car to see out there on the roads. In fact, this is the prototype, which means this is a very good representation of what the actual production car is going to look like when it comes out later this year. Technology built into that car, some really cool stuff. A V6 with four-wheel steering, all-wheel drive, and a 9-speed automatic transmission. And what that 9-speed does, it improves fuel economy and improves performance as well. So, and really, if there's the trend coming out of the auto show, it's technology. In fact, I'm standing next to a tire infused with some really interesting technology. The rain grooves actually get wider on this Michelin Premier tire, and you wouldn't think, tires, what's to be excited about there? But it's a cool bit of technology just from a technical standpoint, because it's like, well, yeah, why didn't they think of that before? There's actually rain grooves built into the tread that emerge, and as the vehicle wears down those tires, so you've got great wet weather traction even after the tires on in miles, which is super cool. And then of course, from the performance standpoint, the Subaru WRX STI is a real standout. As a guy who likes all-wheel drive performance, this was unveiled yesterday, and there's a lot to be excited about. 305 horsepower, all-wheel drive, a 6-speed manual transmission, just a really cool, fun car that's going to be great to go blast down some dirt road somewhere. And it has a looks to match. Look at that hood scoop. You got a big old rear wing on the back. It's just all the things, you flared fenders, the things you expect from a real rally-inspired performance car. So, I mean, that's just a taste of all the excitement that's here at the 2014 Detroit Auto Show.
Yeah, it seems to be horsepower seems to be the key word this year. Everything that I'm reading about and hearing about, more horsepower seems to be key.
Oh yeah, no, you can never have enough horsepower. It's like money. Yeah, more. In fact, across the way there, you can't see it, but the new Chevy Corvette Z06 was unveiled here, and 625 horsepower. That's more than anyone needs, and sounds just about right to me. I can't wait to get behind the wheel and drive that thing.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, that looks really sharp, super excited about that. And it was interesting because it seems to have a very favorable price point compared to, other vehicles in its class.
Yeah, exactly. That's the sort of magic of the modern era, is that you've got vehicles that are hugely powerful, great fuel economy, and the price is not that bad. We're talking about similar pricing to the current Z06, but you've got a car that's actually going to be more capable on the track than the previous ZR1. I'm talking inside baseball here. All you need to know: cool cars, great fuel economy, great power, decent prices. What's not to like?
Now, what do you think is going to be the most in-demand consumer car for 2014?
Well, that's actually a really easy one. The Ford F-150, which was unveiled here on Monday, will be the most in demand just by volume. In fact, last year they sold more than 700,000 of the things, and that's got big implications too for the environment, in that they've pulled a ton of weight out of the vehicle by using aluminum construction, and that's got huge advantages for fuel economy. And so if you you can if you can add a few miles per gallon to every one of those trucks, and you sell 700,000 or 800,000 of them, the environmental impact is going to be absolutely huge. So the
absolutely.
Yeah, the F-150 I think is a super significant introduction here at the Detroit show. So again, this is a news-making show, but there's also a ton of excitement here.
Now, because I read an article, and Ford is saying that they're going to be incorporating a lot more aluminum into their product line as time goes on. And in fact, it was, I think, 750 pounds that they reduced the weight of the F-150 by adding and incorporating that aluminum into it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something that we saw from Ford, and to be honest, most of the other manufacturers out here as well. Mercedes introduced a new C-Class that's 220 pounds lighter than the previous. Even the Honda Fit, that's a pretty small car, and it's 60 to 70 pounds lighter than the previous one. So that's where the efficiency gains are going to have to be made. You can only squeeze so much power out of a gallon of gas, so you have to start making the car that you're hauling around with that engine lighter, and that's going to be a universal trend amongst all manufacturers. You got to make them lighter, and aluminum is a great way to do that.
And the other thing I've read is that there, in terms of the transmissions, it seems to be the more speeds, the quicker they can get it going, seems to help fuel economy quite a bit as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Every engine has an RPM that it works best at, that it's most efficient at, and so if you have more gears, you can keep the engine operating in that ideal range even longer. So as I mentioned with the Acura TLX, it's going to have an 8-speed dual clutch transmission on the base 2.4 liter engine, and on the 3.5 liter engine, a 9-speed automatic. 8-speed automatic behind me on the right here, a 9-speed automatic in the Chrysler 200. You can, like money and horsepower, I guess you can never have enough gears.
Yeah, that's for sure. And it wasn't too many years ago when they talked about 5, 6, and 7-speed trannies that was like, whoa, and now we're already up to 9, and who knows, in the near future probably more than that.
Yeah, just get your infinity sign ready, and you'll be set for the transmissions of the future.
There you go. Well, listen, Micah, where can folks at home go for some more information?
For great information about the Detroit Auto Show and everything automotive, I highly recommend going to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Yes, I work there, but it really is a great resource. So KBB.com for complete Detroit Auto Show coverage, and maybe even check out some videos, which is what I've been working on. We'd love to have you.
Oh, excellent. Well, I'm going to second that motion for sure, because KBB.com does, if you're a car enthusiast, you probably already know about it, but if you don't and you're a car enthusiast, make sure you check it out. Well, Micah Muzio coming to us live again from the North American International Auto Show in Detroit. Thanks so much for joining us again here on the Kiosk Presents, and enjoy the rest of the show.
It's impossible not to.
Take care, Micah. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.